Hey, what's up guys? I'm Ryan from American Trucks, and today I'm here with the BAK Industries BAKFlip MX4 folding tonneau cover fitting your 2015 to 2018 F150 with a 6.5 foot bed. Now this cover we're installing is meant for a 6.5 foot bed. However, we do offer them on our site as BAK offers them for your 5.5 foot and your 8 foot beds. This is for anyone looking for a folding clamp-on style bed cover to not only add some style but maximum protection and isn't looking for a tri-fold or a roll-up design. Now this cover has a sleek, low-profile folding design which is going to allow you to open it up as much or as little as you would like depending on the cargo you're hauling due to the individual latches. Now, this is going to protect your bed from theft and the elements, and the enhanced tailgate seal is going to allow you to close the tailgate whether the bed cover is up or down. Now this is made of premium aircraft grade aluminum with a black powder coating and a foam core for superior strength, and it's fairly lightweight when compared to other options. Now this is one of the more expensive options on the site at just under $900. However, I think you're getting the most protection from this when compared to other items. Now this comes as a complete kit with everything needed to install, and like I said, it is a clamp-on design, so there's no drilling or cutting required. Now this comes with a great 3-year warranty, and as far as install goes, I'm going to give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, since you can install this in under 20 minutes using simple hand tools. Now with that being said, let's hop into the install. So the first step to this install, we're going to install this weather strip on the back of the bed just below the windshield, since we don't have a bed liner. If you have a bed liner, this seal is not necessary. So we're going to take some isopropyl alcohol, we'll rub down that surface and then attach the seal. This front edge on the bed is the surface that you're going to clean. Like I said, if you have a bed liner, you're not going to need to put this seal here. So we wiped it down with an isopropyl alcohol wipe, and then we're going to peel the backing off of this seal and attach it. Once you're done, you're just going to want to cut the excess off, and then we'll get started on the next step. So we're going to start on the passenger side with our passenger side rail. Now you're going to want to make sure that this aluminum bracket up here is on the bottom and towards the front. We're going to slide our rail all the way towards the front and then get our clamps installed. Now you want to check to make sure what style of bedside you have. If this is slanted at all, you're going to need to shim it depending on the angle that it is. Since ours is flat, we're just going to use our clamps and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure back in between 6 and 9 inches. Now once you measure back in between 6 and 9 inches, we're going to place our first clamp there. So you're going to want to loosen your clamp up, and we're going to face it with a nut facing outside. These teeth are going to face up and clamp onto the bed rail. I'm just going to tighten it up a little bit using a 9/16 wrench, just so it stays in place for now. So we're going to do the same thing for the back. We're going to measure back about 6 to 9 inches, and we're going to place our clamp. Now you want to make sure that these clamps go all the way up and that the teeth are seated onto the rail before you go and tighten them down. So we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. One thing to keep in mind is that you want to make sure that these are straight up and down and square when you're tightening them up. You're pretty much just going to center this middle one when you put it on. So next thing we're gonna do is take our tonneau cover and we're gonna go ahead and lay it down. Now there is a little section in here. We're gonna need to make sure that this faces forward towards the front of the truck. So we're gonna take this and just lay it across the rails. So the next step, before we get this piece bolted down, we're gonna install our buckle brackets. This is for when you flip the top up, you'll be able to attach a buckle in here and that's gonna hold the whole thing up. So you're gonna have a female end and a male end. The female ends are gonna go through the base of this bracket here. And then we're gonna take our male screws and use a Phillips head screwdriver to install those into the female ends. So place our buckle over and then get our screw started using a Phillips head screwdriver. So now that we have the buckles on, the next thing we're gonna do is attach the tonneau cover to those stainless steel brackets. Now you're gonna have two 5-star knobs. We're going to pull the flat bolts out of those, and then we're gonna drop those down through these holes in here through those brackets. So next thing you're gonna need to do is crawl under the tonneau cover on your belly like a snake, and then we are going to put the rubber washer, the stainless steel washer, the stainless steel lock washer, and then the 5-star knob. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. So we're gonna leave those knobs a little loose since we still have to unfold this and get it situated. So we're gonna close the tailgate, unfold this all the way, get it positioned properly, and then we'll go back under there and tighten this the rest of the way up. So we're going to open our tailgate, and we're going to lift our cover back up. To do that, you're just going to pull on these cables underneath here. That's going to release these little side latches, and then that'll allow us to flip section up by section. And you want to try not to shift it while you're doing this, since we want it to keep in place so we can tighten those knobs up. So we have our cover all situated. We're ready to crawl under there and finish tightening those knobs down. While we're under there, I'm going to show you how to install this drain tube. Now they provide these drain tubes, so this is going to drain excess water out through the bedside and down away from the interior. So we're going to tighten up our knob. Now you don't want to tighten these too much, you just want to make sure that they are pretty tight. Now when installing this tube is going to connect onto the bottom of here, and it actually is going to poke through the bed. Now we do have some brackets here. This isn't going to allow us to push this through, so you get the idea. So the last step for this install is we're going to attach these foam bumpers onto the underside of this top. This is for when you flip the top up and it rests against the glass, it'll have something soft to push up against. So we're gonna peel this 3M tape off the back. We're gonna apply this directly to this top edge right here. So that wraps up my review and install. For more videos like this, check us out at AmericanTrucks.com.